Hello everybody, Grandmaster Hawk here. Welcome to a very long-awaited tutorial that I've been demanded to make for several years. This will be my guide on learning how to Z-counter proficiently. In this tutorial, I will be giving you my personal method for learning how to Z-counter in the quickest way possible, but of course everyone learns at different speeds, so it all completely depends on you. Most of this video will have a voiceover, the rest of it will be text overlays. At some points in this video, if not most, I will be letting you know with a warning that the video will be slowed down to a specific amount, a specific speed, and I will be encouraging you to slow down the video and watch in 0.5% speed, so that way you can actually see what's going on. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or join my Discord, link is in the description, and let's move forward. What my personal method of learning how to Z-counter entails is taking Burter, Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Trunks, and I didn't actually include the fifth character in this clip, but Goku End. The reason why we're taking these characters is because they have the fastest rushes in the game down to the slowest and standard speed. So what this method basically will accomplish for you is getting you accustomed to Z-countering the fastest speeds, the slowest speeds, medium speeds, and this will also improve your reflexes for Z-countering overall, and also prepare you in long term for PvP battles when it comes to Z-countering rush attacks, charge attacks, Z-counter ones, etc. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta over here, second fastest rush in the game, if not maybe tied with Kid Buu, I'm not too sure. Then we have Super Trunks, and then of course we have Goku End. Before we proceed with the rest of the guide, I just want to tell you guys two things. The first thing is, all these melee-based moves in the skill list, like Ki Cannon, Flying Kick, Heavy Finish, Rolling Hammer, Lift Strike, Ground Slash, these are all melee-based moves that can be Z-countered. The only two melee-based moves in the game that you cannot Z-counter are the Lightning Attack and the Z-Burst Dash Attack, which I will show after this clip, before we proceed with the rest of the guide. And the Sonic Sway can technically be Z-countered. I will cover that later on in the video. And the Giant Throw can also be Z-countered, but it's more of a read, like a prediction. There's no visual cue for it. And secondly, I've had so many people over the years ask me, when do you input the Z-counter? Is it before my character starts flinching? Is it after my character starts flinching? Is it as they start flinching? The best thing I can tell you to do is keep playing the game, keep practicing, and just feel it out. Because the more you play, the more you practice, the more naturally the Z-counter will come to you. Now with that being said, I will play the two clips of the two moves that cannot be Z-countered, and we will proceed with the rest of the guide. Now, before we move on to my personal method segments, I need to give you an important piece of information. Many characters have more than one hit per punch button input, and only the first hit of these rush inputs can be Z-countered. Just to give you guys an idea of what exactly that means, I will show you an example with Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, and then we will proceed. Hi, it's me again. I hope you missed me. Before we proceed with everything else, I wanted to point out something called the Body Strike, which I've been calling a level 1 charged smash for the longest time. When you're using the Heavy Crush, it does use your right smash and your left smash, both level 1s. And if you happen to use your right smash and then Heavy Crush like you just saw there, the opponent will fall out of the combo. Likewise with the left smash. Now this does not apply to the forward smash for whatever reason, but I do also want to point out that when you're using your forward smash or neutral smash, as some people would call it, and your up smash, the opponent again falls out of the combo. That's because this, both smashes, again, for whatever reason, use the exact same stun animation. Furthermore, there are also 2 different types of neutral body strikes or forward body strikes. The first one is accessible only from the first string, and the second one is accessible only from the second string, but not every character has 2 different smashes. I'll show you a couple of examples with Goku N through to Super Saiyan 3, and then we'll continue. Hello again. Some information about Delta Storm. Delta Storm uses your up smash and your down smash, sort of similar to how the Heavy Crush works. So I will show you some clips of Delta Storm in slow motion with 2 samples, Vegeta and Trunks, so you have a good idea of what it looks like when the smashes connect. Hello again, I hope you missed me. I just wanted to point out to you guys that every dash attack in the game that has more than 1 hit is not Z-counterable. I mean, the second or third hit of any of the dash attacks are not Z-counterable, so I'm just showing you guys all of the characters in the game that have them, and then we'll continue with the rest of the moves that can still be Z-countered. There are also several jump smashes in the game that have more than one hit, and I will showcase all of them now, but I will not be slowing these clips down, so I will give you a chance if you want to change your playback speed to 0.75 or 0.5 speed. The time is now. And you may have already noticed this, but if you do a jump smash in the air on an airborne opponent and they Z counter it, you'll fall all the way to the ground, but they'll still remain in the air. Next, there are quite a few characters that have unique grabs, so I will be showing Z countering those. Again, playback speed is your own choice. There is another case of smashes or dragon smashes having different hitboxes to Z counter, and in this case it's mostly with the dragon smash. So what I'm going to be doing next with these next several clips, you don't have to slow these down, it's up to you if you want to do it, but I will be showing you doing dragon smashes from a shorter distance where it changes the hitbox slightly and you have to Z counter it sooner, because different smashes have different hitboxes when you're using the dragon smash due to the smash itself having either a long or a wide hitbox. For this next example, I'll be using a giant character. I actually spent a moment here to find the perfect spacing in order to have this perfect smash hit at minimum range. You can see how far that perfect smash reached. It didn't look like it made contact with Grade 8 Baby whatsoever, but because Grade 8 Baby is a giant character, his hitbox is much, much bigger. So perfect smashes or smashes from any distance with specific characters will hit even from a super far distance. For the last sample, I will be using Raccoon's forward smash to show you the regular Z counter timing, and then showing you the hitbox, and you will hear a swing sound right here. That swing sound is an indication of the smash just barely reaching and almost reaching its dead zone, basically where the smash would just barely be out of range. At the last second, I decided to include another move for this part of the section of moves that can be Z-countered before moving on to the final part of the section of moves that can be Z-countered. This move is called the Hyper Smash. It is a unblockable, fully charged smash that is only accessible from max power mode. I have only one sample for you because getting this is kind of a pain right now and I want to get this done as soon as possible. But I will be showing you one comparison with Majin Vegeta and a comparison of the Perfect Smash versus the Hyper Smash, because the Hyper Smash, if you let go, typically you're supposed to charge up your smash all the way in order to access it, but if you release your charged attack button prematurely before going all the way to fully charged, the game will automatically give you your Hyper Smash and it consumes frames. What that means is the Hyper Smash will automatically put you to full power charge instead of you having to charge it up all the way yourself. I am so sorry, apparently I forgot to include the heavy finish from the air combo follow-up and the air combo hit itself, so I'll include those really quick and then we'll move on to the final section of things that can be Z-countered. Now we will move on to the final part of this section, which is the Sonic Sway. Sonic Sways are done by pressing your block button, while holding your block button, and then pressing your key button while taking a flurry of punches, and then you'll pretty much do like an Ultra Instinct dodge and do a counterattack. 4 characters in the game specifically are capable of Z-countering the Sonic Sway. Not everyone is able to do it, just these 4. They are Piccolo End, Chiaotzu, Arali, and Nova Shenron. Piccolo being the slowest of the 4, Nova Shenron probably being the fastest, and Chiaotzu and Arali I'm not too sure, but I will show you frame data going frame by frame over here after I show you these Sonic Sway clips. So how Z-countering the Sonic Sway works basically is when your character is getting Sonic Swayed, after the rush ender is complete, your character needs to be able to re-enter their idle state. Idle state means that you are in neutral, you're not punching, you're not shooting key blasts, nothing. So after your rush ender is ended, if your character has managed to get back into idle state, then you are actually able to Z-counter the Sonic Sway. In this case, this is Piccolo's rush being Sonic Swayed, and then you can see his ender. And if you want, feel free to rewind, replay this in slow motion, because I've slowed it down enough already. I think if I keep slowing it down, it's just gonna look like a mess, but yeah, here you can just take a look. I'll let this go for another couple of seconds. Alright, now I will be showing you the amount of frames total that Piccolo's Rush Ender is. There will be a total of 18. So this is the first one, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and the 18th. The 19th frame shows him achieving idle state already and moving forward. So again, once Piccolo or your character, whichever one you're trying to use for Sonic Sway counters, has entered idle state, you will be able to Z-counter the Sonic Sway. But there is a catch. In order for you to Z-counter the Sonic Sway, two conditions need to be met. The first one is that you need to be able to enter idle state. The second one is that the Sonic Sway you're trying to counter has to be a minimum of 7 or 8 frames. As an example, I will be showing you Super Saiyan Vegeta's Sonic Sway and his counterattack frames. So once we get there, we are still Sonic Swaying here. And now, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, frame 6, and frame 7. Frame 8 is when the health is removed, so ideally on frame 7 or frame 8 is when you would actually do the Z counter instead. Again, I am going to apologize to you guys because I forgot 2 things, one of which I technically already covered, but if you remember the Rush Key Wave, there are 2 variants of it. This is the other variant, and there are only 4 characters in the game that have this second version of the Rush Key Wave leading up into the Energy Storm. They are Base and Super Saiyan Future Gohan, Bardock, Nova Shenron, and the last one is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anybody, but if I have, someone can correct me in the comments. So yeah, just remember they still use their same smashes respectively. The other thing I missed was Z-countering a Z-counter 1, so ZC2ing a ZC1, basically in a Vanish chain. Pretty much, you can apply the idle state principle to this. You can see Kid Buu achieved idle state there and was able to Z-counter Bojack's down smash. So pretty much any smashes that your character... If you do a fast smash, basically, and if it's got low enough recoil that you can get back into idle state, and you can still Z-counter... Then you can still Z-counter the incoming smash that's so slow that you're actually able to Z-counter it. So I'm sorry I missed those, but now they are covered. Alright, now we are on to the final part of this guide/tutorial. I will be slowing these clips down just a little bit, so it's up to you as usual. Playback speed to 0.75 or 0.5. I will be showing you the Z-counter being exploited in several different situations. Again, credits for these clips will be at the end of the video. This first one is using after image the moment you get Z countered in order to avoid being locked into a Z counter 1 chain, and then using a sway to evade the Z counter 1. This one is using after image to void the Z counter with the key blast. This one is voiding the Z counter and then using a punch to stop it. This one is descending after avoiding the Z counter and then doing a key flank. And then my favorite one, Z counter to perfect flank. Of course, in order to exploit the Z counter like this, you will need lightning fast reflexes or just super good reflexes in order to react accordingly, but if you do manage to get your after image off, give yourself a pat on the back. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed that Z counter tutorial, I really hope you did. It took me a crap ton of work to put that together, but before I say anything else, first I want to give credits to 3 people. Special credits go to, first, my former Tenkaichi 3 student, Ajax713, for the first 5.5 minutes of Z counter footage you saw between 1P and 2P. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten any of that footage. Initially, I needed to use him for help. I'm so glad that he was able to, and he spent enough time with me online doing it in 3 and 4 buffer, which was a pain, but hey, we got it done. Second credits, this guy doesn't actually have a YouTube channel, like, I don't think he uploads videos to my knowledge, but his Discord name is Amaterasu, we otherwise call him Yosha. Special thanks to him for getting me all the Sonic Sway data. If it wasn't for him, I don't know how much time I would have been spending trying to get all of that data myself. Probably a lot more time, and I wouldn't have had this video up by the time that I wanted it to be up. But special thanks to him for getting me all those clips for the Z counter and, sorry, not the Z counter, the Rush Ender and stuff like that for the Sonic Sway. And for the Z counter exploitation clips, this very special thanks to the #1 French player in the world, EXE Rob. Rob, thank you for getting me those clips. If you hadn't got me those clips, I would have been like going crazy trying to do that by myself. It was so tiring. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed that tutorial, please do consider dropping a like. It took me a lot of time and a lot of work, a lot of effort to put this tutorial together. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free to do. I am closing in on 5,000 subscribers, so if you could help me break that, that would be awesome. And my current goal is actually 10,000 subscribers, so if you can help me get up there, I'd super appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, or there's anything you want to ask me about, or ask for like tutorials and whatnot, Discord is the best place to do that. There's a Discord link in the description. If you're not a Discord person or don't want to make a Discord account for me, which is totally fine, I totally get it, there's also my Twitter, which will also be in the description. So, with that being done, if there's anything else you guys need, just leave a comment or take a look in the description for my media links. And have a great day, starting off my 2024 with the Z counter tutorial. I'm sorry it took so long, but hey, there you go. I forgot to add that my program, my video editing program, crashed a total of 30+ times, so please hit subscribe and like.